This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son. Red 80.
Check 53's mine.
Check. Check 3. Hey, check 24. Red 80. Slam.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell.
Check.
A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
Red 80.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
53's the mark. 53.
Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up. Check Mike 54. Rock. 54.
3 bar. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
54. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense. Start them off. 54 Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, lady. Nickel. Check 13. Check 13. Now, lady. Shoot. Check 9.
Now Bell. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lady. Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right, 54. You're not ready. Hold up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Mike by 4. Hey, come on now. Check the hot read. Check 15. Check 15.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. Go to base. Check back 54. Line 54. Check back. Check back. Check 52.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Second and long. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13.
I don't think you got it, son.
Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Jets. First down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Darnold. He's going to slink, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammate's going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. His throw caught. What about the 5? And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, we're going to sign. Check 55, Mike. No chance. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
This is Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Coming for you, son. Red 80. No 80. He's checking. Red 80. Check. Pick the edge. Come.
Now Darnold. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Lucky.
On the counter, here's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
53, go. 53, check 53. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Get in the right room. Check 55 to Mike. Check Alpha.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Darnold down to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Mike 50. You're trapped.
To throw is Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Hey, exit. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. What we got? What we got?
Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Lady, 57's the Mike. Go, go. The Mike. Here we go, here we go. 57, Mike, 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on second and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Check, 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 check. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
They'll run with one on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
It's been a long day for you.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Heavy.
Mike spot forward, Mike spot forward. Mike spot forward.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Back to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Well, with a first down carry there, as he'll get about 4 out of that. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Check. Check out. Red 80. Patch it. Red 80. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Yo, son. Lock 57. Courage. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double tight.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. Under 10. 10. Red 80. 53. 80. Mike. Check.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let him know, let him know. Watch it, lady. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They'll try the right side with Bell. 20. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 17th touchdown now in the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
54, Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's our field. It's our truck. Hey, it's our house. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Check pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Sponge. No.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. It's complete. It's Gore. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, lady.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. Here we go. Danny.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The right side here, complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go, son.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Back. Deuce.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 36-yard line.
Watch block, motion, pop.
Young lady.
Fresno.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerome Baker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Strip that ball. Switch. No. Off.
Take four.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.